that this is the best GoPro mount for snowboarding. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about this guy. This is the bite mount. There's a couple different versions of this on the market. There's a thinner one. This is kind of the snorkel style. There's a thinner one that you kind of clamp down on with your teeth. Haven't tried that one. This one has worked great. Put a couple of marks on it to know my angle of the dangle. Because the first few times I used this, I had it set a little too high. You couldn't really see the nose of my board. So I set that and it works perfect. The reason I love this, and I made a video when I discovered this leg mount that I have, talking about how great I thought that leg mount was. And it is, it's great. It's really great at conveying speed. It's really great at seeing what the nose of your board's doing, but it does have some limitations. So now this, other than having a 360 camera, I'm finding this to be the most convenient, one of the best angles and easiest to use mounts for snowboarding. Other than sounding like Darth Vader, if you get breathing really hard and some pow, the convenience of this and being able to just drop it out of your mouth when you need to use it to film other things, different angles, just pop it out of your mouth. And then if you really need to take it off, you just pop that little clip. Now I've got it, I can use it, I can turn it around, shoot myself. Ease of use is really, really good with this mount, with the bite mount. So it superseded my best GoPro mount for snowboarding. The leg one is gone. And, you know, some will argue the pole's better. The pole gives better viewing angles and you can see what I'm doing on my board. And that is totally true. I just have a really hard time snowboarding properly, being dynamic and aggressive when I'm carrying a pole. For some reason, it totally throws me off. I know other people it probably doesn't bother as much, but for me, it really does. I guess I like my arms in certain positions when I ride, and it throws me off having to hold something way up in the air. So we'll do a little comparison, and I will show you some bite mount footage. We are just up here. We're on the peak chair. Well, up top of the peak right now. If you can see behind me, it is gorgeous, bulletproof, but gorgeous. We'll go for a little cruise. We'll do some bite mount. I've got the leg mount going, and we'll do a little of the pole too, and we'll cruise around. Just wanted to talk about the bite mount because I don't see a lot of people using this, and I really think for convenience and stuff, and it's a better angle than your helmet, this is the way to go. Let's go check it out. The other thing you want to watch with the bite mount is the collar of your jacket can get in the way. Ask me how I know. That has to be one of the most scenic little bits of cat track in the world. I'm on the Karua Auto today, 161. A little squirrelier than my 6'4" Mountain Twin wide. But we're gonna head down the saddle because it's nice and sunny down at the bottom. Top part should be bulletproof and icy, so we'll just skid some turns. Away we go. another one of my pet peeves are, and maybe I'll get into it when we do a Volcom clothing review, is that the flaps, when you're goofy, all the flaps on the jacket seem to open the flap facing forward. So this happens. So I'm not sure I got that, but can you see how it opens? Always, every jacket. Whoa! The other thing that's nice about the bite mount is it's a little more inconspicuous than the giant pole too. Like a little more mellow, you're not quite as look at me style, which is kind of nice. I think the end result, what needs to happen, is I think I'm just gonna need a 360 camera to really film snowboarding properly by myself.